Hey, what's going on, fam? This is your boy, Reverend Josh, and welcome to a special edition of our Relevant Resource Review here at Digital Discipleship TV, a special Valentine's Day review. And because it's a special day, I got a special guest with me. Next to me is my lovely wife, Dr. Lori K. Mitchell. What's up, homie? Hey, say what's up to the people.
Hello, everybody.
How y'all doing? So if you are a first timer here at Digital Discipleship TV, every Wednesday you can expect a new upload where we provide the Give and Go, which is our Bible study, or our Clarity Conversation interview, which will begin in the spring, or a relevant resource review, just like the one that we're doing today. And so if you're new, please consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button below. So we are here because we were hanging out with some of our college students after MLK Day, and they asked us what they normally ask, what people normally ask when they see us together. What's you guys' story? How did you guys get together? And as we were talking through the story, which takes place and begins at Howard University, HU. You know what I'm saying. And so we were telling the story. I said, we got to do a relevant resource review video, because there's one book outside of the Bible, one book that really sparked this relationship that we have that has been about a decade old at this point, right? A little about a decade old. And so that is what we want to talk about today in this relevant resource review. And to rewind the clock, let's take it back to our college days. I was a senior, ended my senior year. I just finished my presidency of Alpha Nu Omega Fraternity Incorporated, which is my wonderful Christian fraternity that I'm a part of, founded at Morgan State University in 1988. And my wife, I
was the president of the Howard University Chapel Assistants. So that's what I was up to. It was my junior year, by the way.
And tell them how you got in touch with this book, or how that all came together.
So at the end of the academic year, the chapel assistants had a kind of closing ceremony to close the year out. And I was gifted this book from the chapel assistants.
Shout out to the
great
CAs.
gift, by the way.
Great gift.
Awesome gift. And the book took us on a 40-day long journey. And it recommended that you read the book not alone, but with a partner. And so we started reading it together.
I slid in them DMs. We ain't really had DMs back then, but I slid in with it.
So, drum roll, please, so we can tell the name of the book.
That's not really a drum roll. Let me try again.
All right, and that book is The Purpose-Driven Life by Pastor Rick Warren.
Hey, that's the one book, family. The Purpose-Driven Life. That's the one book that I would say sparked our relationship. And for 40 days, 40 nights, we read the book during the day, and then at night we discussed it together on the phone, and that would lead to really hours of conversation around what was in the book and around our own lives. It's written by Pastor Rick Warren. Pastor Rick Warren is the pastor of Saddleback Church in California, and in the book he lays out 5 different purposes for us as human beings on this earth, as well as he sort of comes down into what is our particular mission, what is our particular purpose as people. So from a broad standpoint to an individual standpoint, and Pastor Warren goes through that through a 40-day journey of discovery. So what do we love about the book? What do you love about the book, Dr.
Well, there are a few things that I really love about this book. One of them is that the chapters are easy to read. They're brief. They're about 7 pages in length. So I know we all lead busy lives, and you may not have a ton of hours in your day to sit down and read a book, but it won't take you long to get through these chapters. And it's recommended that you only read 1 chapter each day. So don't try to get ahead or anything like that. You just want to...
You overachievers, you.
You just want to be dedicated to reading your 1 chapter each day. And because they're only about 7 pages in length, it's easy to do. It only takes a few minutes to get through your chapter.
All right.
Another thing I really loved about the book was that each chapter ended with 3 key things. The first is a point to ponder. The second is a verse to remember. And the third is a question to consider. And those 3 things were great. The verse to remember is something always biblical, of course. And it helps build your biblical knowledge of, the scriptures and everything like that. And then the questions to consider lead to great conversation between you and your reading partner. So I really enjoyed the questions that came up in the book because we had a lot to talk about.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, what we didn't like so much about the book, it's not a whole lot because the book is great. I think that some of my issues were around some of the interpretation of scripture. I had some different opinions than Pastor Warren, and that's okay. One in particular, I remember off the top of my head during Purpose Number 1, he talks a little bit about the story of Noah, and I disagree with some of the assertions. I thought they were a stretch, but outside of that, there really aren't too many bad things we can say about the book. We love the book, and adding to those questions that you find at the end of the chapter, even in the appendix section, there are discussion questions for groups. So it's a very practical read, and the goal is for self-reflection and for time of reflection with God and God's people. So we love the book. So who do you think it's for, Dr. Lori? Who ought to read this book?
I think this book is for anybody who's looking to grow closer in their relationship with God, and even closer in their relationship to their reading partner, whether that be a parent, a sibling, a friend. You'll learn a lot.
Yeah.
You'll learn a lot about yourself, about God, and about your partner that you're reading the book with. So I think anybody who wants to grow closer to God, learn more about your purpose in life. It's a great book.
And as always, if you want to check out that book, there's a link right in the description box below. You can go straight to Amazon to check that out. So our question of the day for the community is this: what book have you read in partnership with other people that's been a blessing to your relationship with God, your walk in life, or your relationship that you have with a significant other? We'd love to hear about that. You can do that right in the comment section below, or you can hit us up via social media at Josh in Pursuit on Instagram and on Twitter. Don't expect to find Dr. Lori on social media. She ain't there, but I'm there. Holla at your boy on social media at Josh in Pursuit on Insta or Twitter or Snap, or you can definitely hit us in the comment section below. So again, this is your special Valentine's Day edition of the Relevant Resource Review here at Digital Discipleship TV. Again, Purpose Driven Life, us reading that together. It was a blessing. Many late nights, early morning during that period, during that summer, reading the book together, discussing, and then, fell in love after that. So that was kind of cool. So we definitely hope that you'll check that out. And again, you can find the link in the description below. I'm your boy, Reverend Josh.
And I'm Dr. Lori Mitchell.
And we hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Enjoy your week. Bless somebody. Love on somebody. And we'll see you next time on Digital Discipleship TV. Holla at your boy.